Imagine this, a world where everything you thought you knew about human ingenuity is a lie. The very notion that electricity is a modern marvel collapses when faced with the Eleusinian lamp, a relic pulled from the shadows of time. Unearthed in the early 19th century from the ruins of ancient Greece, this lamp defies explanation. Made from an enigmatic alloy, it glows with a soft, warm light without a flicker of candle or oil. Yet the academic gatekeepers, the institutional sentinels, claim it to be nothing but decorative. But ask yourself, why does it glow? What hidden force powers its eternal luminescence? The answer is a truth they've buried. They've cast doubt over the accounts of early explorers who marveled at its glow, dismissing them as mere fables. The Eleusinian lamp sits quietly in a dusty museum corner, a glowing testament to the secrets they're desperate to keep hidden from you. The Eleusinian lamp isn't alone in its defiance of accepted timelines. Enter the puzzle of the Baghdad Battery. Pulled from the soil of Kujut Rabu, Iraq, in 1938, this clay jar with a copper cylinder and iron rod predates any known understanding of electricity by centuries. The mainstream scribes dismiss it as a mere curiosity, a coincidental trinket of no real significance. Yet, its construction perfectly aligns with the principles of galvanic cells. How could ancient artisans, devoid of our modern knowledge, conceive such a device? Skeptics claim it never functioned, but experiments with similar replicas have produced voltage. The official narrative decrees it was a simple storage vessel, but the evidence whispers of ancient electricity. This is no ordinary jar. It's a buried truth, a forgotten testament to civilizations far more advanced than the gatekeepers want you to believe. Now, cast your gaze across the sea to the mysterious Antikythera mechanism, dredged from the depths off the coast of Greece in 1901. This intricate clockwork device, dating back to 100 BC, is a mechanical computer capable of predicting astronomical positions and eclipses decades in advance. The orthodoxy insists on labeling it an isolated anomaly, an inexplicable leap in technology buried by the sands of time. But its complexity rivals that of 18th century craftsmanship. How could such precision engineering exist over 2,000 years ago? Its gears and dials, perfectly meshed and calibrated, speak of a forgotten era of innovation. Yet, the academic gatekeepers obscure its significance, preferring to keep history on a linear path, devoid of surprises. This mechanism, a marvel of forgotten genius, challenges everything they want you to believe about the evolution of technology. Venture further into the shadows of history with the enigmatic Saqqara bird, discovered in 1898 within an Egyptian tomb. Constructed of sycamore wood, this small artifact resembles a modern glider and challenges our perception of ancient flight. The mainstream narrative dismisses it as a child's toy or a ceremonial object, but aerodynamic tests reveal its ability to glide with surprising efficiency. Its wings, delicately carved and perfectly balanced, suggest knowledge of flight long before the Wright brothers took to the skies. The skeptics refuse to acknowledge its potential, insisting on a mundane explanation. Yet, the Saqqara bird, tethered to the earth by the gatekeeper's ignorance, yearns to soar and reveal the ancient truths of flight they desperately wish to keep grounded. This is not a relic of play but a symbol of suppressed innovation. Finally, let's unveil the Loreto Chapel staircase in Santa Fe, New Mexico, completed in 1878. This architectural wonder spirals upwards without any visible support and defies the laws of physics as we understand them. Official accounts attribute it to a mysterious carpenter who vanished without a trace. The staircase's design, with its perfect helix and unmatched balance, is a testament to a lost art, a forgotten science. The gatekeepers dismiss it as a fortunate accident, a lucky coincidence of craftsmanship, but the evidence suggests otherwise. No nails, no glue, just an uncanny mastery of balance and weight distribution. This isn't just a staircase. It's a challenge to the established narrative, a silent scream against the boundaries they've placed on human capability. With each step, it questions who truly built the world we live in. The Eleusinian lamp's glow is not a mere trick of light. Reports by early explorers, like Sir William Hamilton in the late 18th century, describe its mesmerizing luminescence, yet his accounts were quietly archived, dismissed as fiction. The alloy from which it is constructed, a blend of metals unknown to us, resembles ancient orichalcum, a legendary metal said to possess strange properties. This lamp defies the standard principles of combustion or electricity. No wick, no fuel, just a haunting, eternal glow. Scholars from the Royal Academy wrote it off as an artistic representation of divine light, yet the lamp's continuous illumination suggests otherwise. It stands as a beacon of lost knowledge, a silent protest against the rigid paradigms enforced by historical authorities. If this lamp holds secrets, what else might lie within the shadows of history, obscured by those who control the narrative? The Baghdad Battery, once dismissed as a mere storage vessel, holds secrets that rattle the foundations of what we know. In 1938, Wilhelm Koenig, an Austrian archaeologist, unearthed this artifact and recognized its potential as an ancient galvanic cell. The copper cylinder, iron rod, and bitumen seal suggest a purpose beyond mere storage. In truth, the battery was possibly used for electroplating, an advanced technique for creating intricate designs and preserving artifacts. Yet, the academic world scoffs at this notion, shrouding it in skepticism. Experiments with replicas have yielded electrical currents, challenging the dismissal of such advanced knowledge in ancient times. These currents, albeit weak, indicate that ancient societies may have harnessed electricity, a truth that disrupts the linear progression of technological evolution touted by historical gatekeepers. The Baghdad Battery isn't just a relic. It is a window into forgotten realms of human capability. The Antikythera mechanism, with its intricate gears and celestial calculations, is a heretical artifact in the eyes of modern historians. Its discovery in 1901 by Greek sponge divers brought to light an ancient device capable of predicting solar and lunar eclipses with astonishing accuracy. The mechanism, composed of over 30 bronze gears, operates on principles akin to complex clockwork known only in Renaissance Europe. Scholars like Derek J. de Sola Price uncovered its true purpose in the 1950s, yet mainstream academia still struggles to reconcile its existence with the accepted historical timeline. The gear's precision, down to fractions of a millimeter, challenges everything we know about ancient technology. This relic, a sophisticated astronomical calculator, implores us to reconsider the narrative of human progress and recognize the advanced understanding hidden beneath the sands of time. Its very existence is a direct challenge to historical orthodoxy. The Saqqara bird, often relegated to the realm of toys, reveals an unsettling truth about ancient Egyptian knowledge of aerodynamics. Discovered in 1898 by Khalil Messaha, its design is startlingly similar to modern gliders. With a wingspan of 7 inches and a tail designed for stability, this small artifact suggests an understanding of flight dynamics that predates documented aviation history by millennia. When placed in wind tunnels, similar models have demonstrated impressive gliding capabilities, yet the academic consensus remains indifferent, branding it as a ceremonial object. But what if it represents a prototype, an ancient experiment in flight? The Saqqara bird's streamlined form and balance beg for recognition, challenging the rigid timeline of technological advancement. It stands as a silent testament to forgotten ingenuity, urging us to question who truly soared the skies of our past. The Loreto Chapel staircase in Santa Fe, New Mexico, is an architectural enigma that defies gravity and logic. Completed in 1878, the staircase spirals in a perfect helix without any visible support structure. Legend speaks of a mysterious carpenter who constructed it using only rudimentary tools before disappearing without a trace. The wood used is not native to the region, adding to the mystery. The staircase's design, devoid of nails or glue, relies on precise weight distribution and balance, principles that baffle modern architects. Yet, the official narrative dismisses it as an architectural anomaly, a lucky feat of craftsmanship. As you ascend its steps, the air thickens with whispers of forgotten techniques and lost knowledge. This staircase does not merely connect floors. It bridges the chasm between accepted history and the truths obscured by those who control the narrative. The Eleusinian lamp's ghostly glow isn't just an anomaly. It is part of a larger pattern that connects to other relics of inexplicable light. Consider the ancient Chinese legend of the Chang'e lantern, a device said to glow without flame. Discovered in the tomb of a Han Dynasty noble, this lantern supposedly illuminated entire rooms with an internal, unseen light source. Archaeologists who stumbled upon it in the late 19th century reported an eerie luminescence, yet their findings were hastily buried beneath layers of bureaucratic red tape. The Eleusinian lamp, like the Chang'e lantern, taps into an ancient technology that transcends the linear timeline of energy discovery. The similarities between these artifacts suggest a shared knowledge or a lost civilization that harnessed a form of energy beyond our current understanding. These are no mere decorative pieces. They are keys to a past erased by those who dictate our historical narrative. The Baghdad Battery, once brushed aside as an oddity, fits into a broader tapestry of ancient electrochemical devices. In the ruins of ancient Parthia, archaeologists uncovered a series of similar clay jars, each containing traces of copper and iron. These jars, dated to the same era as the Baghdad Battery, collectively suggest a network of primitive power sources scattered across ancient Persia. The mainstream narrative dismisses these findings as storage vessels or ritual objects, but the evidence indicates a rudimentary understanding of chemistry and electricity. When assembled, these jars could have powered small devices or been used in religious rituals to produce awe-inspiring effects. The Baghdad Battery isn't an isolated incident. It's a fragment of a forgotten knowledge system, deliberately overlooked by historians who cling to a simplistic view of ancient technological capabilities. This pattern of suppression raises unsettling questions about what else might be hidden beneath the sands of time. The Antikythera mechanism, often labeled a singular anomaly, is part of a continuum of ancient technological marvels. In the temples of ancient India, the Vaimanika Shastra describes flying machines with mechanical precision, predating the mechanism by centuries. These texts, transcribed in the early 20th century, detail gears and dials akin to those found in the Antikythera mechanism. Skeptics dismiss these accounts as myth, yet the intricacies of the mechanism's design echo the detailed descriptions in these ancient manuscripts. The parallels suggest a shared technological lineage, a forgotten legacy of mechanical engineering that defies the accepted narrative of linear technological progression. The Antikythera mechanism isn't an isolated stroke of genius. It's a remnant of an advanced scientific understanding, deliberately obscured by those who control the flow of historical knowledge. This device, like the Vaimanika Shastra, challenges the boundaries of what we've been told is possible. The Saqqara bird, a testament to forgotten flight, is not alone in its challenge to the historical narrative. In the highlands of Colombia, the Quimbaya artifacts, discovered in the late 19th century, include gold figurines with aerodynamic shapes strikingly similar to modern aircraft. These artifacts, often dismissed as artistic representations of animals, exhibit flight characteristics when tested in wind tunnels. The Saqqara bird and the Quimbaya artifacts together suggest ancient civilizations possessed knowledge of aerodynamics and flight principles far before the Wright brothers. The academic gatekeepers insist these are mere coincidences, yet the precise engineering cannot be ignored. What if these artifacts represent a shared understanding of flight, now lost to us? The Saqqara bird and the Quimbaya artifacts form a pattern that questions the accepted history of aviation and innovation, hinting at a global exchange of ideas long before recorded history admits. The Loreto Chapel staircase, an architectural paradox, resonates with mysteries of ancient construction techniques. In Ethiopia, the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, carved directly into the mountainside, echo this architectural mastery. These structures, dating back to the 12th century, are feats of engineering that modern technology struggles to replicate. The Loreto Chapel staircase, like these churches, defies conventional explanations, suggesting a forgotten mastery of balance and construction. The mainstream narrative insists on random luck or divine intervention, but the precision and complexity of these structures hint at a shared knowledge of architectural principles lost to history. The staircase and the Lalibela churches form a pattern of extraordinary craftsmanship that challenges the accepted timeline of human capability. They stand as silent witnesses to the ingenuity and skill of our ancestors, overshadowed by the simplistic tales woven by those who dictate the history books. The Eleusinian lamp, the Chang'e lantern, and other forgotten luminaries present a verdict the establishment cannot ignore. Ancient civilizations possessed a knowledge of light and energy that defies our linear historical progression. These artifacts, brushed aside as myths or decorative ornaments, challenge the gatekeeper's narrative. They reveal a world where energy was harnessed in forms we have yet to comprehend. The implications are staggering. What if our ancestors had access to clean, sustainable energy sources long before the Industrial Revolution? The Eleusinian lamp's glow is not just a relic of the past. It is a beacon calling us to reevaluate our understanding of history. The academic institutions, with their rigid frameworks, resist admitting the possibility of such advanced ancient technology. Yet the evidence is irrefutable, urging us to question who benefits from these truths remaining hidden. One cannot help but wonder, what other technologies have been lost to the sands of time? The Baghdad battery and its counterparts in ancient Parthia reveal a truth that shatters conventional historical understanding. Early civilizations knew of electricity and its applications. These artifacts, dismissed as curiosities, are evidence of a sophisticated grasp of electrochemistry. The mainstream narrative insists on their mundane purposes, yet the possibility of their use in electroplating or small-scale electrical applications cannot be denied. Who benefits from keeping such knowledge suppressed? The gatekeepers of history, entrenched in a worldview that denies ancient technological prowess, refuse to acknowledge these artifacts as anything more than anomalies. Yet, the Baghdad battery and its kin demand recognition as part of a continuum of human innovation. They challenge us to rethink what we know about the origins of electricity, urging us to explore the true extent of ancient ingenuity. The implications are profound, suggesting that our ancestors were far more advanced than we have been led to believe. The Antikythera mechanism, alongside the Vaimanika Shastra, offers a verdict that defies the official historical narrative. Ancient civilizations possessed advanced mechanical and astronomical knowledge. The mechanism's intricate gears, aligned perfectly with celestial movements, suggest a mastery of engineering and astronomy that should not exist in its timeline. The gatekeepers of history, uncomfortable with such anomalies, dismiss them as isolated incidents or misinterpretations. Yet, the connection between the Antikythera mechanism and the Vaimanika Shastra points to a global exchange of technological ideas in antiquity. This challenges the notion of isolated pockets of innovation, suggesting instead a world where technological advancements were shared and developed across great distances. The evidence stands in stark contrast to the simplistic progression of technology taught in schools, urging us to reconsider the intelligence and capabilities of our ancestors. The Antikythera mechanism is more than a relic. It is a testament to a forgotten era of scientific brilliance. The Saqqara bird and the Quimbaya artifacts present a startling conclusion. Ancient civilizations understood the principles of aerodynamics and flight long before recorded history acknowledges. These artifacts, dismissed as toys or artistic representations, exhibit flight characteristics that align with modern aviation principles. The academic gatekeepers, clinging to a linear narrative of technological advancement, refuse to entertain the possibility of ancient flight. Yet, the evidence of aerodynamic testing and the precision of these designs suggest otherwise. The Saqqara bird and Quimbaya artifacts are not mere curiosities. They are remnants of a lost understanding of flight. They challenge us to reconsider the capabilities of our ancestors, who may have achieved flight long before the Wright brothers. The implications of these findings are profound, urging us to explore the true extent of ancient technological knowledge. These artifacts are not just relics. They are keys to unlocking a hidden history of innovation and exploration. The Loreto Chapel staircase and the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela present a verdict that challenges our understanding of ancient architecture. A forgotten mastery of construction techniques existed that defies modern explanation. These structures, standing as marvels of engineering, suggest a knowledge of balance and design that should not have been possible in their respective time periods. The establishment, uncomfortable with such challenges to the linear progression of architectural history, dismisses these feats as anomalies or divine interventions. Yet, the precision and complexity of these constructions tell a different story. The Loreto Chapel staircase and Lalibela churches are not isolated incidents. They are part of a broader pattern of architectural brilliance that has been overlooked by those who control the narrative. These structures urge us to question what else might have been possible in the past and who benefits from keeping such knowledge hidden. They are not just buildings. They are gateways to a forgotten understanding of the world. The Eleusinian lamp is not just a relic. It is a challenge to the very fabric of our historical understanding. It compels us to accept one unavoidable conclusion. Ancient civilizations harnessed a form of energy we have yet to rediscover. This knowledge has been systematically erased, locked away by those who dictate the narrative of history. The artifacts and testimonies, long dismissed, are beginning to resurface, demanding that we reevaluate the very essence of technological progress. Imagine a world where energy was abundant, clean, and free. A world lost to the sands of time, hidden by those who feared its power. The Eleusinian lamp stands as a glowing reminder of what humanity once achieved and what we could achieve again if we dare to look beyond the boundaries imposed by the gatekeepers of history. Before this video ends, ask yourself, what other truths lie buried beneath the layers of time, waiting for the light of discovery? The Baghdad Battery and its kin demand a reconsideration of human innovation. These artifacts are more than mere curiosities. They are the remnants of a forgotten era of scientific exploration. The unavoidable conclusion is clear. Ancient societies possessed electrical knowledge that has been deliberately overshadowed by the linear technological narratives of the modern era. Who benefits from this suppression? The academic and institutional gatekeepers who maintain control over historical interpretation. These batteries, capable of sustaining small currents, hint at a world where electricity was not just a modern marvel but an ancient reality. Imagine the possibilities if this knowledge had been allowed to flourish through the ages. It's time to question the very foundation of our understanding of technological evolution. What else might we rediscover if we dare to challenge the established historical dogma? Before this video ends, ponder the potential of a world where ancient wisdom meets modern innovation. The Antikythera mechanism offers a verdict that cannot be ignored. Ancient civilizations were not isolated in their brilliance. They were interconnected in ways that defy modern comprehension. This mechanism, with its precise astronomical calculations, is a testament to a shared legacy of scientific achievement that transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. The gatekeepers of history, fearing the implications, have long insisted on a narrative of isolated innovation. Yet, the evidence suggests otherwise, a world where ideas flowed freely and technological advancements were shared across continents. The Antikythera mechanism, like a piece of a larger puzzle, urges us to reconsider the narrative of human progress. It challenges us to look beyond the confines of accepted history and embrace the possibility of a global network of ancient knowledge. Before the video ends, consider the potential of rediscovering this interconnected past and what it could mean for our future. The Saqqara bird and Quimbaya artifacts present an inescapable conclusion. The ancients may have conquered the skies long before the modern era. These artifacts, dismissed as mere toys, reveal a sophisticated understanding of aerodynamics. The implications are profound, suggesting a world where flight was not the exclusive domain of the 20th century, but a shared legacy of humanity's past. The gatekeepers of history, determined to maintain a linear narrative of technological advancement, have ignored these possibilities. Yet, the evidence stands firm, urging us to accept that our ancestors were capable of feats we are only now beginning to rediscover. The Saqqara bird and Quimbaya artifacts challenge us to rethink the boundaries of human capability. Before this video ends, consider what it would mean to embrace the legacy of ancient flight and the doors it might open for our understanding of history and innovation. The Loreto Chapel staircase and the Lalibela churches force us to confront a reality that cannot be denied. Ancient architectural mastery existed in forms that modern science still struggles to explain. These structures, dismissed as anomalies or miracles, are the result of a forgotten understanding of balance, symmetry, and construction. The gatekeepers of history, wary of such challenges, prefer narratives that fit neatly within the bounds of their control. Yet, the evidence compels us to consider that our ancestors achieved architectural feats that defy the accepted timeline of human capability. The Loreto Chapel staircase and Lalibela churches are more than structures. They are monuments to a lost knowledge that beckons us to rediscover our past. Before this video ends, ask yourself how embracing this ancient architectural wisdom could transform our approach to modern design and construction. What other marvels remain hidden, waiting for the light of discovery? As we delve deeper into the story of the Eleusinian lamp, a chilling truth emerges. The suppression of ancient knowledge may not be mere negligence, but a calculated act to maintain control over the narrative of human progress. Through whispers in shadowed halls and secretive meetings, the gatekeepers of history have ensured that such anomalies remain footnotes in the annals of academia. The lamp's continuous glow, free from any known power source, threatens to unravel the tightly woven tapestry of our understanding. This is not just about a glowing artifact. It's about the deliberate erasure of a history where humanity harnessed forces beyond our current comprehension. The Eleusinian lamp is a symbol of a world where knowledge was shared and celebrated, not suppressed and hidden. Before this video concludes, consider the cost of such suppression. What advancements have been stifled, and who truly benefits from a history shrouded in darkness? The saga of the Baghdad Battery unfolds with an unsettling realization. The erasure of its potential speaks volumes about the forces that dictate our historical narrative. As these ancient devices gather dust in obscurity, their true purpose remains a threat to the established order. The Baghdad Battery, with its electrochemical potential, is a relic of a time when humanity's grasp on science was more profound than we have been led to believe. The academic gatekeepers, entrenched in their linear narratives, have dismissed these batteries as mere relics of the past, ignoring the possibility of their true capabilities. The suppression of such knowledge raises questions about the motives behind these actions. As we consider the implications, one must wonder, what other scientific marvels have been hidden from us, and what could we achieve if we dared to open the vaults of forgotten knowledge? Before this video ends, reflect on the power of rediscovery. The Antikythera mechanism, a marvel of ancient engineering, forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. The history we know is incomplete. Its intricate design, capable of predicting celestial events, is a testament to a forgotten era of scientific prowess. The gatekeepers of history, clinging to their linear narratives, have relegated such anomalies to the fringes of academic study. Yet, the Antikythera mechanism demands recognition as a cornerstone of human achievement. It challenges us to reconsider the interconnectedness of ancient cultures and their shared scientific knowledge. the implications of its existence are profound, suggesting a world where innovation was not bound by geography or time. As we ponder the mysteries of the Antikythera mechanism, we must ask ourselves, what other wonders lie hidden, obscured by the shadows of history? Before this video ends, consider the transformative power of embracing a more complete and inclusive historical narrative. The Saqqara bird and the Quimbaya artifacts compel us to reconsider the boundaries of human achievement. These artifacts, embodying the principles of flight, challenge the very foundations of what we know about ancient technology. The gatekeepers of history, comfortable in their linear narratives, have dismissed these relics as mere curiosities. Yet, their aerodynamic designs suggest a forgotten understanding of flight that predates modern aviation. The implications are staggering, suggesting a world where the skies were not a barrier but a bridge. The Saqqara bird and Quimbaya artifacts are not just remnants of the past. They are indicators of a world where knowledge was vast and interconnected. As we reflect on their significance, we must ask ourselves, what other secrets lie buried, waiting to be rediscovered? Before this video ends, imagine the possibilities of a world where ancient and modern wisdom converge, and what we could achieve if we dared to soar. The Loreto Chapel staircase and the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela stand as silent witnesses to an architectural mastery that defies explanation. These structures, dismissed as anomalies or divine interventions, are testaments to a forgotten era of construction expertise. The gatekeepers of history, wary of such challenges to their narratives, have downplayed the significance of these feats. Yet, the precision and complexity of these structures suggest a shared legacy of architectural brilliance. The Loreto Chapel staircase and Lalibela churches compel us to reconsider the capabilities of our ancestors and the knowledge they possessed. They challenge the simplistic narratives of human progress, urging us to embrace a more nuanced understanding of history. As we reflect on these marvels, we must ask ourselves, what other architectural wonders remain hidden, waiting for the light of discovery? Before this video ends, consider the potential of rediscovering ancient construction techniques and the innovation they could inspire in the modern world.